Howdy partners, we are going to look at 3 different alkali metals. Now, you may think that most metals are so hard that you can't cut them, but that's not true. In the case of our alkali metals or our group 1 metals, they are actually so soft that you can cut them with a knife. So we're gonna do that right now. Now I'm gonna start with lithium, then we're gonna go to sodium and potassium. But what I want you to do is make observations as I go through this entire process. So I'm gonna first start off by using my forceps and grabbing 1 piece of lithium here. Hold on, I gotta definitely cap that before I do anything else. Safety first, y'all. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is wipe off all of the mineral oil. The metal is shipped to me in mineral oil, so it's coated in that. And right now I'm just trying to get all of that mineral oil off of it so you can make a really beautiful observation. All right, so here's your lithium metal right there. It's very soft. I can kind of squeeze it with a forceps by itself, but make an observation there. Now I'm going to take my knife and actually cut it. So I have to use a little bit of force, not too much, but I slice it in half. And now what I want you to do is look at that part right there. So hopefully you can see both sides. So you can see where I've cut it, and you can also see on the outside. And I just want you to pay attention to everything, make observations, but definitely pay attention to the luster, okay? Now I'm gonna go down the line, move to sodium. Notice that I'm going to actually get a fresh piece of paper towel, going to wipe off my forceps, and I'm going to wipe off my knife, and I'm gonna do the same thing with sodium, okay? So opening up my container. This one looks a little different. And what's neat is that the sodium is actually at the bottom of the container. Lithium floats, which is just kind of a cool thing to observe. Capping it, moving it to the side. Same thing as before. I'm gonna wipe off that mineral oil. I don't want the mineral oil on here at all. Get that all off of there. We want it nice and dry. All right, so here you can see what sodium looks like when I've taken it directly out of the container. Again, actually, let me wipe this down. Don't want to contaminate anything. All right, so now I'm gonna slice this in half. Okay. Oh, that was much easier to cut. Much, much, much easier. Okay, so now here you can see the inside, and I just want you to make some observations as this is allowed to, interact with the environment or whatnot. So just pay attention there. You can also check in on our lithium. Ooh, a lot has changed since, in that like 1 minute. Very cool. All right, so we've got one more. New paper towel here. Wiping off my knife. Wiping off my forceps. I want to make sure they're nice and clean. All right, so now we're gonna go to potassium. Potassium is also at the very bottom of my container. Oh, I got 2 pieces, that would have been fun. All right, so again, I'm going to close my container, safety first. And then we're gonna wipe off all of that mineral oil. Oh, it's so soft. I'm like squishing it just by touching it. So cool. Okay, getting all that mineral oil off of there. Putting it on the plate. Go ahead and make an observation of what it looks like right there, where we've taken it directly out of the container. Now again, I know I wiped this off, but there we go, just gotta be careful. Okay, so now I'm gonna get a nice slice. So easy to cut. Oh my gosh, that almost felt like butter. Not quite, but pretty close. And so I'm going to turn this around so you can see the inside there. And so you can now see, hopefully, what's going on as it interacts with, our environment here. So now if we check back at lithium, oh my goodness, that has changed a lot. It is completely dark now on both sides. Here for our sodium, we can start to see those changes as well. And potassium is taking its time because we just got out there, but it's definitely making some changes. So what I want you to do is write down everything that you saw, make some observations, because we're gonna move right into part 2. So now I'm ready for the next step. So what I'm going to do is take each of these alkali metals and add them directly to a bowl of water. Here we go. I'm gonna start with lithium. Oh, something's happening, something's happening. Here we've got sodium. And now let's see if we can get potassium in there. Come on, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, look at it, look at it. Oh, it's totally popping. So cool, so cool. This one's still going, this one's still going, this one's still going too. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. That was so fast. It was like a boom, boom, boom. And then we saw a little fire. You don't always get fire. And I can like breathe it in. There's like a kind of a smell. I wouldn't be able to characterize it, but there's definitely something that I'm breathing in. We also see the color change. And then this one's still going. So I'm gonna wait just a second till it's out. Okay, I think we're good. So now what I want you to do is actually look at each of these bowls. So what I see is pink water, okay? And I don't see any of the metal in there at all. It is completely gone. And you'll notice that noise has stopped as well. How can we explain this?